thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Mendoza. Pass right side, caught by Thornton. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st down, it's Genty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Mendoza. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Mendoza. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll send the tight end in motion. Genty is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd and 3. Now he'll take this and run. hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Mendoza going to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 19 Lion.
Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Now it's Nix. Now a run here, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Captain.
Throwing Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Hey, we're going good.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for Broncos. First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Broncos.
To throw is Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. The Broncos at 6-3 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Dobbins Lions again on second down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Another run here with Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
To throw, here's Nix. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Max Crosby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Almost set. Ready. Ready.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Almost set. Ready. Ready.
Here's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. Pass complete to Naylor right side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to punch it in with Ginty. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go. Set. Set. Prep ball leading.
Looking to throw. Mendoza toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Set. 60 bison. 60 by 15. Right here. Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Trey Tucker as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Next to the air. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before break. Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, and that is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Nix from the shotgun. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
They'll look to throw again. Nick's going to keep, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
At the 15-yard line.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Working out of the gun is Nix. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. From 19 yards away. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Well, they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
Broncos 11. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that's caught inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a 3rd. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Back to throw. Mendoza. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Nix. And the Raiders have got him. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
It's now 3rd and 11.
Back to throw. Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. They find some open field here. And a good push rush up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Right back to Dobbins on first. To about the 26 here. This is 2nd and 8.
He was brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Nix. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Aaron Stokes. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Mendoza. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Nick Bonito in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Nick Bonito. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now a handoff for Dobbins.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Brings up 3rd 6.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's first and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. They'll come up first and 10 here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
The kick is good. Makes the score Raiders 21, Broncos 18.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard run.
Here's first and 10. He'll look to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll run. It's Dobbins.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Bombers.
They'll look to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Back to throw. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Late in the
the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Certainly would have liked to get some yardage out of that play, but now you got to put this in the hands of your field goal kicker, see if he can get you to overtime. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, that's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They look pretty comfortable in the altitude.
They certainly did. I'm not quite sure how they got prepared. And it's always been a big debate about what to do. I lived out there at one point. I lived in Colorado Springs. And I remember saying to someone after my second or third day there, like, this altitude thing, this is no big deal. And day 4, it hit. And it hit hard. And it took me a while to get ready and get acclimated. So some teams, they like to come in early, try and get on a schedule and feel good with it. Other teams say, forget it. Let's not let the effects jump on us. They come in as late as possible, as close to kickoff, and play. Whatever way they